In today's episode, I've got some duroc St. Louis style ribs from Six Brothers Beef Company. They turned out perfect. We cooked them on the slow and sear kettle at a high temperature. If y'all want to see how we did it, y'all stick around. Every time. Alright y'all, so here we have our duroc St. Louis style ribs from Six Brothers Beef Company. Had minimal trimming, it just had like the little flap there. I just trimmed that off. The membrane's already been removed on these. This is a half rack right here, which will be perfect. I told you on the intro that we're going to be checking out a new sauce today, so I'm going to keep the seasoning simple. We're just going to go in with some SPG from SuckleBusters. This stuff right here. So if you haven't tried this, check this out. SPG from SuckleBusters. I'll have their information down below in the description box. But doing salt, pepper, garlic will allow us to really taste that barbecue sauce. And this salt, pepper, garlic will just enhance it. Just a little pop of flavor there. Don't have to get carried away. Get both sides. I'm going to go ahead and get these sweat in and we'll put them on the kettle. So the kettle's rolling pretty hot right now. Right around 345 degrees on the indirect side. But it'll stabilize and kind of cool off here in a little bit. We're going to go ahead and get these ribs on. Now, I've never cooked duroc ribs, so I'm looking forward to seeing if they cook faster or anything like that. And then this is a half rack, so we'll see how long these ribs take. I plan to put these on right over here on the indirect side. Snug up your edges so it cooks with nice even form. And I'm going to check on these in about, I'd say 45 minutes, and we'll see how we're looking then and go from there. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, it's been about 35 minutes now. Let's take a peek at these ribs. It's got some beautiful color to it. Starting to cook down nicely. We are tapered down around 320 degrees now. Check those out. I want to go ahead and rotate them, because we're going to go ahead and let these ride above 300 for the entire cook. I'm going to go ahead and shut the lid back down on these. They're starting to sweat nicely, you can see, and it's smelling awesome. I'm going to shut the lid down. We'll regulate to about 300 degrees, and I'll see y'all back in, I'd say, about an hour. Y'all stick around. Alright guys, it's been about an hour now. We're going to check on our ribs. Check this out. Got an awesome color on it. Nice golden color on them. Nice and juicy from that salt, pepper, garlic. Really getting into our meat. What I do want to do is I'm going to go grab that sauce I told you we're going to try out, and we're going to go ahead and apply that onto these ribs because they're getting real close to being done. And let me go ahead and grab that and I'll be right back. Alright y'all, went and got the sauce, and this is from my barbecue bro Damon from the North Texas Barbecue Addicts also. Put some in here, but this is what it came in. Mason jar, he's working on it right now. Wanted to see what my thoughts were on it. I tried it just by itself. It tastes really good. Got a nice flavor to it. Remember, that's why we went with just salt, pepper, garlic on these ribs, because we want to see what this sauce tastes like. The ribs are looking awesome. We're rolling around 300 degrees right now, and that's where we want to maintain. Alright y'all, we were just saucing those ribs and my camera overheated. It's about 100 degrees today, or 105 in Texas. It's a hot one, but y'all saw we got that sauced up with my buddy Damon's barbecue sauce. It's looking awesome. I tasted it, like I said, right out of the bottle. It tastes really good, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it does on these ribs. We got about 20 minutes till we check on them, so I'll see y'all then. Alright, so I added 2 chips of hickory to it. This is what we're looking like right now. It's time to give it that last final coat of sauce and let it go for 30 more minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that right now. This is smelling really good. Got parents in the pickup line, so if that's coming through, I apologize for that. It's that time of year. There we go. Get that sauced up. I'm going to close this down. Next time I see y'all, we'll slice into them. Alright everybody, these have been resting for about 20 to 25 minutes. It smells insane in the kitchen right now. Wow, look at that color. That's looking beautiful. That's looking beautiful right there. Let me go ahead and lift them out of the foil there. Look at that. Man, that smells insane, guys. Let's go ahead and get our chef knife out and see how we did. Definitely tender, still warm, even though they've been resting for about 20 minutes. Tender as could be though. Wow, look at that. That cuts right through. Ooh, these are hot. I'm gonna have to cut these up and still let them rest for about 10 or 15 minutes before we try them out. Jeez, that smells insane, guys. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful rib. Got a nice smoke ring on it. I'll take that. I'm gonna let these rest for about 10 more minutes and we're gonna try one of these out. All right, I just realized the camera angle wasn't the best while I was slicing that up, so I wanted to show y'all what it looked like up close. We got a decent smoke ring on it, beautiful color on our bark, looks completely juicy. Like I said, I'm gonna let this continue to rest for about 10 minutes because it's still hot, and we'll turn this camera around and give it a try. So in just about 3 hours, even though it was a half a rack of ribs, it still took about 3 hours, which is about normal for me when it comes to a whole rack of ribs. Man, I hope this is showing up good. Got a beautiful bark on it. Really tender, smells insane. Let's go ahead and see how we did. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. Cheers, y'all. So good. That's so incredibly tender, y'all. Perfect cook. Again, in about 3 hours, we knocked out some awesome St. Louis style ribs. That duroc pork is just really flavorful. Got a rich flavor to it. That sauce really turned out nice. Good job on that, Damon. And that salt, pepper, garlic from SuckleBusters really just enhanced all of it. I mean, look at that cook we got, y'all. Well, I got some ribs to eat. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. Snag you some St. Louis style ribs. If you've never had duroc before, I've never tried them before today either, but these are insane. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. Until next time, peace. Y'all keep on barbecuing. Later, y'all.